I've been told there's an awesome place to eat at my gym and also an ice rink. Really odd location for a takeaway, but let's find out if it's as good as people say. I'm going to show you my gym, which is basically right here. The takeaway is there. The ice rink is there. Saw a guy called Naveed Central. Check this out. So really, I'm copying him. So shout out to him. But let's see if it's as good as he says. So I've had a cheeky little workout at my gym. As you can see, the takeaway is very, very close. It's called the Ice Rink Fish Bar. Actually, inside, I've ordered my food. I've asked the brother for a doner kebab, like a mix. And do you think it's worth me getting the chips? Chips and maybe fish and chips?
Yes.
I'll try the fish and chips as well. Because I came in thinking I'd get the kebab, but I'll be honest with you. You know, fish and chips, come on man, let's go. Thank you, my bro. That looks really good. I've got to get a good video for the YouTube audience, my friend. Here we go, guys. So this is the chicken doner with a bit of chili, a little bit of garlic. Thank you. I have my food. Lovely chaps in there, by the way, can I just say. So it was $11.80, but let me kind of break it down for you. That sounds pricey, but you probably didn't hear that I got fish and chips as well. So, trying a place that Naveed Central actually loved. So, Ice Rink Fish Bar, right by my gym. You can see it behind me. Fitness First, Solihull, Shirley, whatever. So this is what it looks like. Now, I've got in here some chicken doner, some lamb doner. Now, he loves this. So I thought, you know what? Fellow content creator, let's sort of check it out. Inshallah, it's as good as he says. I've got chili and garlic and onion and lettuce. The goat combo for any kebab. If you have anything else, I don't want to hear it. Here we go. Do you know what? Not bad at all. So this cost me, I have to figure it out because I actually got some fish and chips as well. So it's 11 quid, 11.80. I think the kebabs are around a £5. It's in a pitta. I would have preferred naan, but I'm partial to a pitta as well. I'm not going to lie to you. So the chicken is good. It's not too fatty. Let's try the doner. Even though doner's easier to get wrong. Touch too much sauce on there for me, but that's my fault. I should have said less sauce, really. Let's keep it real. That's the doner there. Fair play. I think that's pretty good, to be fair. That is, you know, there's no hey man. But I think for like a £5, can't really go wrong. So that's Ice Rink Fish Bar. Check it out. Come to the gym, because that's where I am. Come and say salam to me as well whilst you're here. But not bad. So I'm just going to wrap this up. And then I'm going to move on to the fish and chips, guys. I'd say that's not bad, you know. I'd give it probably, I don't know what I'd give it out of 10. I need to have more of it. But I'd say maybe like a 6.5, 7. I think 7 is fair, because I think for a £5, I'm nearby, I would get it again. So I would definitely get that again if I'm nearby, which I am. I'm in the gym, and everyone knows the best thing to have after the gym is a doner kebab. So yeah, let's try the fish and chips now. This is the small, but I think if you figure out, if it's 11.80, if we say the kebab was probably a £5, it's like 6-7 quid, which in this day and age, that's pretty decent. If I'm being honest with you, you can't really go wrong with that. Let's check the fish and chips out. I think for a small, there's a good amount of chips here. You probably can't see on camera, but there's actually a decent amount of chips there. Sorry, it's a bit windy, and this stuff keeps flying around, so I keep having to put it in my pocket. If you could see how full my pockets are, I don't know if you can. They're very, very full. So, so it's about 6 quid. Like I said, it looks small. It's actually bigger than it looks, I'll be honest with you. So let's try a good old chip first. I should have got sauces. I should have got gravy and curry and mushy peas. Goat combo right there. Do you know what? The chips are alright. Again, I give a hey man when it's 9 out of 10. It's not a 9, but they're just about good enough for me to get again, if that makes sense. So I would go there and I'd be relatively satisfied with my meal because it's 6 quid, right? But the fish does look a little bit squished in there, I'm not gonna lie. It's okay, lovely people in there, and that's why my job sometimes is a bit tough, because you know, you meet them, they're lovely brothers, you know, have a really good chat, but I have to review fairly honestly and critically. That is a little bit cake battery. That's not crispy at all. It is got that cake batter consistency, which is really not what you want with fish. I want there to be some waves on the top. I want there to be some crisp. That is a little bit cake battery. Yeah. The fish itself, I think that's haddock. It's got slightly stronger taste than, it's a bit firmer than cod. I think that's haddock, which I like, but on the fish and chips, the batter really makes it, guys. Like, it really makes it, and that's a little bit of a letdown. However, I'm getting the chips. I am getting that kebab again. I think that's fair of me. Tough one, that. So, but whilst I've got your attention, just a quick update on the arcade whilst we're here. So, alhamdulillah, when I started the arcade, I said it was I always said at the beginning in all my videos, I can't remember what I mean. I always said the arcade, year one, London. Why am I not in Manchester? Why am I not in Bradford? Because I wanted to kind of, this is going to be a little bit problematic what I'm going to say, but it's just the truth. Manchester, Bradford, Birmingham, they've got better food scenes than London. It's just, it is what it is, man. Like, at this point, the takeaway scene is so much stronger in those cities, but the restaurant scene's really good in London. And the reality was, in year one, look, I've never done this before. I just eat food and say if it's nice or not. I wanted to go to London where I felt like, and I've been so open with this, I've said it so countless times, I felt like it was a bit of an easier scene. We can practice and I can learn what I'm doing and I can get it right. And it's gone well, and I'm really happy with that. And I think I've built a decent enough brand in 1 year. Like, it's just a year we're babies. Now that I've done that, lease is coming to an end. I need to have that frank discussion. Do I want to continue in London, or do I want to move that somewhere else? So I'll be honest, I'm a transparent person with you guys. I'll tell you what I'm thinking. So the options are keep it in Southall, and then do a couple of, maybe a franchisee in Manchester, because I can't do both. I don't have the funds for both at the moment. I just don't have it, because it's really pricey to do. A large store is just going to cost hundreds of thousands, right? So I just haven't got the funds. Or we can move Southall into a better location, or option 3 is actually just to move Southall up to Manchester and have that myself rather than the franchisee. So I don't know, these are all options that are available. Give me some guidance actually, what you'd like to see, because I do want to have presence in London still. So I think I'm leading towards moving it to another location in London, just moving the store. But I want something bigger, if I'm being honest, in a better location. It's going to cost a bit more, sure, but it's bigger and better. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. And then I can focus on Manchester in maybe a few months, or maybe a franchisee is interested who I trust and I think will do a good job with it. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards, but I don't know, because it's all in flux. So by the time this video comes out, I'll be having these conversations, and over the course of the next, say, few weeks, I'll be making a decision. But I would love to hear your input into that as well. Can you guys tell how hot it is? Because I am sweating. It is a hot day today, and I closed the door and the engine's not on, the aircon's not on. Oh god. Okay, so today I'm actually gonna crack on now. So yeah, I just wanted to get back into like the review scene. I really missed it, and I'm glad I'm recording again. But I also wanted to give you guys an update really on the arcade, kind of a 2-for-1. If you could do me a favor, if you're new here, please hit subscribe. That always helps the channel. Like, it helps me immensely, gives me a lot of motivation. So please do hit subscribe. But I'll see you all in that next video. Bye 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 bye.